First topic, we're going to be covering the Facebook stuff. So listen, Mark Zuckerberg just recently put out a video, and it's a very interesting one. It's him talking about essentially how Facebook has been for pro-censorship. Now, the funny thing is he passes off all the blame to the government. He takes no blame whatsoever, aside from, oh, we were just essentially doing what we were supposed to do. But this video I find to be very interesting because I want you guys to be aware of the absolute hypocrisy in this video, because this guy and his shills and everybody else who works for him and some people who utilize the platform, they were lying to people for years, and they were telling everybody that everything is fine. They don't censor. That's not what they do. It's a fair and open platform, and we all knew that was bullshit, but they kept telling us that anyway. Well, apparently all it took was for Donald Trump to get elected president of the United States, and now all of a sudden, we're turning things around. And not only that, all it took was for Elon Musk to buy X and turn it into an open speech platform, to the point where now Mark Zuckerberg wants to literally copy X and remove fact checkers and introduce community notes. So let's watch this video. It's only 5 minutes long, and I want you guys to really pay attention to the stuff he's saying, because think about, I'm sure most of you know, think about over the last 4 years, the nonsense that we've dealt with on censorship for multiple platforms, including Twitter. Twitter was one of those platforms until the last couple of years, or last year and a half or so, when Elon Musk bought it. But up until that point, all of these social media platforms were hardcore censorious platforms. And then X got bought out and became more free. YouTube was kind of in between, but still pretty censorious. Facebook, hardcore censorious. Instagram, owned by Facebook, same thing. And then obviously everything else in between. So let's watch this video and let's see what this robot's got to say.
Hey everyone, I want to talk about something important today.
Fuck you.
It's time to.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Fuck him. I don't believe us. Anyway, let me not go too rabid. Let me not go too rabid.
Roots around free expression on Facebook and Instagram. I started building social media to give people a voice. I gave a speech at Georgetown 5 years ago about the importance of protecting free expression, and I still believe this today.
Lying ass bitch. All right, let me stop.
For the last several years, there's been widespread debate about potential harms from online content. Governments and legacy media have pushed to censor more and more. A lot of this is...
Stop. Yo, okay, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be good. I can't be good, because he is absolutely lying through his fucking teeth, bro. Okay, there is no doubt about it that the government was for censorship. No doubt about it. I'm not going to take that away from you. But do not sit up here and pretend that the government made you do it. Do not sit up here and pretend that you did it because governments were advocating for a censorious, more censorious control over social media. Don't sit up here and pretend that shit. You did that, my guy. You chose to do that. There was multiple platforms out there, that were trying to be alternatives. They were doing the whole free speech thing. And of course they did fail. Obviously they did fail. That's number one, but they were still doing it. You didn't have to do what you were doing. You chose to do it because it was the easy thing to do at the time. And because Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were in office, it was the easy thing for you to do at the time. Now that Trump is going to go back in office and all you motherfuckers are panicking, now you're all trying to be like, oh, free speech is important. We need to advocate for free speech. Blah. Get the fuck out of here, bro. They're all lying through their teeth. But anyway, continue.
Clearly political. But there's also a lot of legit...
Wait, what did he say about clearly political? Hold on. Go back.
About potential harms from online content. Governments and legacy media have pushed to censor more and more. A lot of this is clearly political, but there's also a lot of legitimately bad stuff out there.
Bro, he's saying what we've been saying. He's saying what we've been saying for the longest time, that the censorship on social media is obviously political. Obviously. And they were the ones telling us that it wasn't. What up, Carolyn? How you doing? They were the ones that were telling us it wasn't. They were the ones that were saying they don't censor for political beliefs. They were saying that the entire time. What do you mean? Now you want to admit it?
Drugs, terrorism, child exploitation. These are things that we take very seriously, and I want to make sure that we handle responsibly. So we built a lot of complex systems to moderate content. But the problem with complex systems is they make mistakes. Even if they accidentally censor just 1% of posts, that's millions of people. And we've reached a point where it's just too many mistakes and too much censorship.
Bro, bullshit. Oh my God. Bullshit, man. Bullshit. You guys have some of the smartest people in the world. You really do. As much as I hate to admit it, you have some of the smartest people in the world. And you mean to tell me that the systems that you put in place, right? The systems that you put in place to take down child exploitation, bad, really, really bad shit, like the stuff that you should be taking down, like the actual criminal stuff and the bad shit. You mean to tell me that that stuff got mixed up with political censorship? Come on, bro. Come on. Who are you trying to fool, my guy? Because if that was the case, then why wasn't censorship happening on leftist ideology? Why was it only happening on right-wing ideology? I can understand if both the left and the right were being censored based on their political beliefs, but that's not what was happening. It was only one side that was being censored, which means you have to program your complex systems in order to target one particular side. Come on, my guy. Come on. This is bullshit.
The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech.
That's what it is right there. I'm glad he admitted it. You heard that? The recent elections have been a tipping point to once again prioritize speech. Basically, he's saying Donald Trump's going back in office. We don't want to get fucked. That's what he's saying. That's exactly what he's saying. And at this point, he's also saying that they're admitting defeat because they tried to censor things. They tried to make it harder for Donald Trump to get into office. Donald Trump ended up getting into office regardless of their attempts to censor. They have lost, and now they're going to try to play the good guy for the next 4 years by uncensoring their platform. That's what it is. That's all it is. They're going to play the good guy until about the third year. And then when election time comes around, suddenly they're going to be like, we need to, we made a mistake again. We need to start introducing more hardcore systems.
So we're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms.
Dude.
More specifically, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes similar to X, starting in the US.
Tell me Elon Musk fucked you in the ass without telling me Elon Musk fucked you in the ass, bro. Oh my God. These are the people who talk so much shit. I want you guys to realize something. Man. The people who hate X, all of the leftists, all of the fucking journalists, all the people who are like, I'm leaving the blue sky. Guess what? Blue sky just died. You want to know why? Because now everybody else is following suit in X's footsteps. X is kicking their ass so goddamn bad in terms of being the #1 app that's being used that now you got Facebook trying to follow suit. And once Facebook bends a knee and follows suit, everybody else is going to bend a knee and follow suit. It's only a matter of time. Jesus, man, you guys are getting railed by Elon Musk. It's insane. It's actually disgusting. I honestly, I can't believe that you're up here saying you got to replace fact checkers. You mean the same fact checkers that you guys used as a Bible when it came to political information or any information whatsoever? You guys would utilize fact checkers and say, well, no, it's been fact checked, which means that what you just said was wrong, even though we all know it was true. The same fact checkers that fucking were running rampant during 2020, those same fact checkers, are you serious right now? Come on, bro. Man, I didn't think this video was going to piss me off that much, and yet here we are.
After Trump first got elected in 2016, the legacy media wrote nonstop about how misinformation was a threat to democracy.
You did that. You did that too. You son of a bitch. You did that too. You specifically made a post on Facebook from your own account talking about misinformation back in 2020. You did that too. So now you're trying to say that the legacy media did it? Like, bro, why are you passing blame? Yes, the legacy media did do it. Yes, the government did do it, but you did it too, motherfucker. You did it too.
We tried in good faith to address those concerns without becoming the arbiters of truth.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You're using our exact same things that we always say because you did pretend to be arbiters of truth. You and your fact checkers pretended to be arbiters of truth every single day.
But the fact checkers have just been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, especially in the US. So over the next couple of months, we're going to phase in a more comprehensive community notes system. Second, we're going to simplify our content policies and get rid of a bunch of restrictions on topics like immigration and gender that are just out of touch with mainstream discourse.
Oh man, it is about to be a field day, bro. It is about to be a field day. You mean to tell me we could talk about trans people without getting suppressed and banned? Oh man. Oh man, they're not gonna like that one. They're not gonna like that. They're gonna blame the increasing suicide rates on Facebook now. It is about to be a clusterfuck. I don't believe you in the slightest, bro. I don't believe him. I just don't. When it comes to trans people, I do not believe him. Trans people trans people are even protected on X. I hope you realize that. Like the 3 times that I got banned on X was simply for a meme regarding trans people. All 3 times. I never got banned for anything else. I could make fun of anybody else and I'll never get banned. The moment I make fun of a trans person, it's game over. I got banned 3 separate times on X for trans memes. So you mean to tell me that Facebook is going to allow discussions about gender and immigration and everything like that? I honestly don't believe that.
What started as a movement to be more inclusive has increasingly been used to shut down opinions and shut out people with different ideas, and it's gone too far.
Bro, who is this guy talking? Because all he's doing is taking what we've been saying for years, and now he wants to talk about it. I hate when they do this shit. When we've been talking about this for fucking years, and they pretending like it's not happening. They pretend like none of it's real, it's not happening, and now 4 years later, all of a sudden he wants to start talking about it now. And you want to pretend like you're the one that came up with this idea? Come on, man. This is some bullshit.
So I want to make sure that people can share their beliefs and experiences on our platforms. Third, we're changing how we enforce our policies to reduce the mistakes that account for the vast majority of censorship on our platforms. We used to have filters that scanned for any policy violation. Now we're going to focus those filters on tackling illegal and high severity violations. And for lower severity violations, we're going to rely on someone reporting an issue before we take action.
There's going to be a lot of shit that's going to get through the cracks now. But that's just the way it goes, right? They're a publishing platform, right? They're not actually a publisher. They're just a platform. But people use it to publish their content. A lot of stuff is going to get through the cracks now because they were being overly censorious. So now here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. You guys ready for this? So when Twitter was bought out by Elon Musk, what happened? Elon Musk freed everything, right? Elon Musk got rid of the shadow banning. Elon Musk got rid of all the nonsense that Twitter was doing. And then before you know it, it became an open discourse for the most part. It has its issues, yes, but for the most part, it's pretty open. That's why now all of the hardcore echo chamber people are trying to leave the platform, or at least say they're leaving the platform, because now that it's opened up, they can't handle the discourse. They can't handle the conversation. They consider it to be hate speech. So what do you think is going to happen with Facebook, bro? Can you imagine when Facebook opens up? If it ever does? If Facebook opens up, all those people that have been asleep in the matrix of Facebook and the echo chamber of Facebook for years, they're going to get slapped in the fucking face. They're going to start seeing content like, what? They're going to be like, what's going on? And their echo chamber is going to get shattered, just like what happened with X. The people whose echo chamber got shattered on X, they haven't been able to recover. It's going to be the same thing on Facebook now. If Facebook actually opens up, which again, I don't necessarily believe that's going to happen, but still, if it does, then it's going to be a bloodbath. It really is.
The problem is that the filters make mistakes and they take down a lot of content that they shouldn't. So by dialing them back, we're going to dramatically reduce the amount of censorship on our platforms. We're also going to tune our content filters to require much higher confidence before taking down content. The reality is that this is a trade-off. It means we're going to catch less bad stuff, but we'll also reduce the number of innocent people's posts and accounts that we accidentally take down. Fourth, we're bringing back civic content. For a while, the community asked to see less politics because it was making people stressed. So we stopped recommending these posts.
People asked for less politics because it was making people stressed? Bro, come on, bro. Are you serious right now? I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. What it is that people didn't want to see right-wing politics on the platform. And that's what was making them stressed. That's what it is. So you mean to tell me that you decide to remove political content, mainly from one particular side of the aisle, because your users said they were stressed? Who told your users to engage with that content? The only way that it would show up on their For You page, for the most part, unless it was something super viral, is if they regularly utilize that kind of content. The algorithm knows them better than they know themselves. This is why all the people who complain about negative content on YouTube, I look at them and I say, you're the one consuming that content. If you think the content is negative and that's all you're seeing on your homepage, it's because you are consuming that content. You are interacting with that content on a daily basis. And the algorithm knows you better than you know yourself, because you can't be honest with yourself, but the algorithm's going to be honest with you. So it's the same thing here on Facebook. If people were seeing political posts nonstop, it's because they were searching out political content or interacting with it to some extent. But, you know, they don't ever, it's self-accountability. They never want to fucking have accountability ever.
But it feels like we're in a new era now, and we're starting to get feedback that people want to see this content again. So we're going to start phasing this back into Facebook, Instagram, and Threads.
That's such bullshit. People want to see political content now after the election. Why wouldn't they want to see it before the election? They want to see it now suddenly after the election? Bro, come on. Just admit that Donald Trump's going in office. You're worried, and now you're freeing up Facebook. Come on, man. Let's stop the nonsense, bro. Stop
while working to keep the communities friendly and positive. Fifth, we're going to move our trust and safety and content moderation teams out of California, and our US-based content review is going to be based in Texas.
Wait, what? Hold on. So, wait. So oh, that's hilarious. They're moving their trust and safety content moderation teams away from California into Texas, bro. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah, you're probably going to go to the most liberal place in Texas. Where are you going to go? Austin? Isn't Austin like super liberal? Come on, bro. That's insane. That is so obvious. At this point, this is obvious now. This is obvious now. Now this is an actual political move where you're going to take your team and move them from Cali to fucking Texas for what? For what? What's the reason? Why do you even need to do that? Why not just make sure you hire the proper people for the job? Why? Because you know in California, the majority of people are going to be ideological psychopaths. So the chance of you being able to hire someone is slim to none, or they have to work with other people who are psychopaths. So even if they aren't, they got to deal with a toxic workplace of people who go crazy the moment you even say the word Trump. So now you want to bring them to Texas, bro? Just admit you're going to Austin. You're going to Austin, Texas. That's what you're doing. I guarantee he's going to Austin.
As we work to promote free expression, I think that it will help us build trust to do this work in places where there is less concern about the bias of our teams. Finally, we're going to work with President Trump to push back on governments around the world that are going after American companies and pushing to censor more.
Now suddenly you're going to work with President Trump. Now all of a sudden you're going to work with him, because before you didn't want to work with him. Didn't you ban him? Didn't you ban him? I could have sworn you banned President Trump from your platform. Am I wrong on that? Didn't they ban him? Or was it just Alex Jones? I don't remember. I got to look that up. He did? I know Twitter banned him. That I know. I know Twitter banned him, but I don't know if he was banned on Facebook. I think he was. Let me see. Let me look it up. Donald Trump banned on Facebook. Let me see. Yeah, no, they did. They did ban him. They did ban him on Facebook. They did. Look. Look at this. They unbanned him a while ago, but they ended the suspension in January 25 of 2023, ending the suspension of Trump's accounts with new guardrails to deter repeat offenses. So these motherfuckers banned Trump. And now all of a sudden you want to work with him, bro? Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? That is great. Do you still have those guardrails on Trump, by the way? Do you still have that on him? I can only imagine. Hold on. Let's finish up this video. This is great. This is great stuff. This is literal, like, you're watching someone eat their shit live for everyone to see. They're forced to eat their foot. That's amazing.
The US has the strongest constitutional protections for free expression in the world. Europe has an ever-increasing number of laws institutionalizing censorship and making it difficult to build anything innovative there. Latin American countries have secret courts that can order companies to quietly take things down. China has censored our apps from even working in the country. The only way...
I feel like there's a gun to his head. It just seems so odd, right? It seems so weird to me that this is such a 180. It's very difficult to understand this and not think that this is such a simple political move, right? You know what I mean? Without like going too crazy into it, I really genuinely believe this is just a simple political move to say, you know what? Trump's going in office. We don't want to get fucked. So we're just going to wave the white flag for the next 4 years and try our best the next time. Because I don't see the reason to do a complete 180 like this. I just don't.
That we can push back on this global trend is with the support of the US government. And that's why it's been so difficult over the past 4 years when even the US government has pushed for censorship. By going after us and other American companies, it has emboldened other governments to go even further.
Dude, why are you oh my God. Oh my God, he's blaming the government for the reason why his platform censored. That is incredible. That is incredible because there was other platforms that didn't censor the way yours did. And I'm sure the government tried to go after them if they went after you. It's like, stop blaming the government for your decisions, bro. You guys clearly wanted to do this. We've seen the way that you donate. If I'm not mistaken, Facebook donates primarily to majority Democrats. Let me look that up. Let me not talk shit. Hold on. Facebook donation history politically. Let's see. I don't want to talk shit. Let's see. I'm trying to look. Let's see. Let's see. No, shockingly, it looks like it's split. That's shocking. So I guess it was just Twitter that was a fucking leftist craziness. Hold on, let me bring it up so you guys can see. I don't know how accurate this is. Total contributions, 352,000, 166,000 for Democrats, 184 for Republicans. That's very interesting. I could have sworn it wasn't like that, but I guess it was just Twitter that was like that. And you can see the candidate names here, but this was back in 2020. We didn't see, is there a 2024? Let's see. Yeah, look, 2024 became more Republican. 2022 was kind of the same. 2020, kind of the same. So 2024, it was way more Republican. Bro, even at Facebook, people were tired of their shit. That's incredible. That's good to know. That's good to know. See, that's why I didn't want to talk shit. I wanted to look it up. All right, let's keep going.
But now we have the opportunity to restore free expression, and I am excited to take it. It'll take time to get this right, and these are complex systems. They're never going to be perfect. There's also a lot of illegal stuff that we still need to work very hard to remove. But
nobody's argued with the illegal stuff. Nobody's arguing with you taking down child exploitation stuff. You know what I mean? Like animal harm, like real illegal shit. Nobody ever argues against that stuff. What people are arguing about is that you're talking about the illegal stuff and you're using it as a reason to censor other non-illegal stuff. And that's where people were throwing a hissy fit about. So you keep bringing up the illegal shit, bro. Keep doing it. We don't care about that. That's what you should be taking down. But nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about the illegal stuff. We expect you to take that down. But taking down other people's expression that happened to lead politically one way was fucked up, which is actually interesting because you guys donate relatively even. So why would you be so censorious against one political side is very interesting to me. I find that to be a little bit weird. Don't you guys find that to be weird? If this company that donates pretty evenly and actually donates more to Republicans, but they pretty much censor only one side for the last few years, it's a little bit odd. But anyway.
Bottom line is that after years of having our content moderation work focus primarily on removing content, it is time to focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our systems, and getting back to our roots about giving people voice. I'm looking forward to this next chapter. Stay good out there, and more to come soon.
I mean, at this point, it's going to come down to action over words. At this point, it's going to come down to action. We need to see action. We need to see you actually doing this. But I'll say it like this: even if he does do this and he opens up Facebook, it doesn't matter, because most people have moved on from Facebook. Number one, they don't really utilize the platform that much. And number two, it really is coming off as very fake. It's coming off as kind of forced. It's coming off as kind of like, we lost, so we're gonna wave the flag and just be the good old boy with Trump because we don't want to get in trouble the next 4 years. It just seems like it's very fake. But I guess time is going to tell what's going to happen. And we just got to see the way the way they do things. They're all waiting for him to be brought into office, obviously. So once Trump gets inaugurated, that's when we're going to start seeing shit hit the fan.